Everybody, hope you're doing well. Wow, this is really horrible. So, some police officers who saved the dog from drowning, they refused to save a black man and let him drown. Let's look at this article here. It says, quote, "I'm not jumping in after you." Arizona cops stood and watched black man drown, but rescued drowning dog days earlier. Now they must pay. It says 11 days before Tempe police officers watched a black man drown, refusing to help even as he pleaded for help. They had helped save a dog from drowning in a canal connected to the same lake. So they made a decision whose life is valuable, the dog or a black man. They chose dog. But instead of helping Sean Bickings, they stood by watching, with one cop yelling, quote, "I'm not jumping in after you," end quote. Then when Bickings begged his partner to save him, Tempe police handcuffed her to keep her from helping him. So here he is. Here's clearly, I guess, the white officer. And this is a man, I'm assuming that's drowning. Bickings, a 34-year-old homeless man known as Madrox, then disappeared underwater, never to emerge. His body was found at the bottom of the lake 6 hours later by Tempe Fire Medical Rescue. On April 30th, Bickings' mother agreed to a $150,000 settlement stemming from the wrongful death lawsuit she filed against the city of Tempe. Protect and serve. And this is just horrible. I've said before, like on How Jobs, I've seen companies where you can be a member of my community, a black person, a black woman, her daughter was hemorrhaging, giving birth, and the hospital calls and hey to really get there. And she was told if she was to leave, she would be fired. However, then I've seen a coworker whose dog was having babies at the house, and they were like, okay, well, good luck with that. And that person had the day off uninterrupted. The things some people don't want to talk about because it makes them uncomfortable. So again, they had just saved the dog 11 days prior, but here was a human life in the form of a black man, human life. I'm not jumping in to save you. And I didn't see anything. This is crazy. They should definitely be off the force and facing charges. Quote, "Sean was a young man that everyone misses," in quote, said attorney Benjamin Taylor of the Taylor and Gomez law firm in Phoenix, who represented Bickney's mother, Tori Toro, in her lawsuit, and has represented several racial profiling victims in Arizona. Now that 150,000 is really nothing for human life, so I'm wondering if that is the cap for the city because that's nothing. You would expect maybe me personally millions of dollars. It says, "We fought this battle so that his name would stand for change. Because of him, there are now life preservers where there were none, ensuring that no one else loses their life." What about the officers? The incident took place on May 28th of 2022 after Tempe police received a call about a possible domestic altercation between Bickings and his partner near Tempe Town Lake, a man-made lake where at least 7 people have drowned since 2021. Both Bickings and his partner told police they were merely arguing and there had been no physical contact. And both seemed cooperative with the police, according to body cam footage. But when police began checking Bickings for warrants, he climbed over a 4-foot metal railing and entered the lake, wading several feet offshore. So that's how he got into the lake. He probably did have warrants, but still, that's irrelevant. They saved the dog, but when it came to his life, they decided, yeah, we're not coming after you. We're going to go ahead and let you go. But hey, they saved the dog to serve and protect animals, but I guess not human beings, or let's just be realistic, some human beings, maybe black human beings. What do you think about this? Absolutely ridiculous. What? This is just not acceptable. They saved the dog, but hey, this here, Arizona cops stood and watched black man drown, but rescued drowning dog days earlier. What do you say about that? Animals in human form. Who would do such a thing? To watch a human being drown. To me, they've lost humanity. I don't see them as human. I see them as animals. Let me know what you all think about this. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.